Hey guys, Icewire here and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, or welcome to the chaos that is, well, me. Today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about Mass Effect Andromeda, the newest installment to the Mass Effect franchise. Don't worry, it's all spoiler free, so you're safe as houses. Mass Effect Andromeda takes place between the events of the second and third games in the original Mass Effect trilogy. 4 Citadel Council races have plans to populate new homeworlds in the Andromeda galaxy as part of a strategy called the Andromeda Initiative. Each race sends off 20,000 citizens on a one-way, 600-year journey to Andromeda aboard the Ark, and selects a leader called a Pathfinder. Once the races arrive, they will help build the Nexus, a huge space station that serves as a centre of government and diplomacy, a living area as well as a base of operations for the Pathfinders. But of course, things don't go according to plan. Shepard's story, as we all know, is over, and Mass Effect Andromeda focuses on the Riders. Yep, plural. You choose to play as either Scott or Sarah Ryder, twin siblings, and depending on which sibling you choose, the other exists at the same time as the chosen sibling, which I am personally very happy about because I'm still not over Dragon Age 2. Fucking hell, I wanted both of them. I wanted both. God damn it, BioWare, I wanted both. And then you've got Alec Ryder, aka Daddy Ryder as some of the fans have taken to calling him. The father of the 2 Ryder twins is also present during the story too. Oh, and fun fact, he is voiced by the guy who plays Mr. Krabs. The more you know. And for those who have seen the character models floating about that BioWare released and have some gripes with them, never fear. They have been updated recently, and now the Ryder kiddos look less like they're internally screaming for help. We're all familiar with the Paragon Renegade system of the original trilogy. Well, that's not going to be present in Andromeda. To explain why the system has gone bye-bye in the new game and has been replaced with an agree and disagree system, creative director Mac Walters has said this. So Paragon and Renegade is gone. The reason they're gone is because they felt very Shepard. They were very tied to the Shepard character, so they didn't really make sense if we weren't going to have Shepard as our protagonist, he said. What we have now is based more around agreeing and disagreeing. The reason I like that is because in the trilogy it's like, I'm going to play Paragon, and then you know which way you're moving the stick on every conversation. You don't have time to think about it because you're just going to hit Paragon every time. Which for me personally, I totally get it. Playing the original trilogy, I tended to not think of what I would personally do, instead opting to lean towards what the right option was, basically going for blue whenever the dialogue options came up. And speaking of dialogue, Walters continued, with agree and disagree, it changes by the circumstance and it changes by the character you're talking to, so you have to actually be more engaged in what's going on to know if you're going to do that. Walters also said that you and other characters will be able to respond in specific tones of voice. We've added in 4 tones and we'll talk a little more in the future, but they basically allow other types of characters to express themselves in 1 of 4 different ways. And sometimes 1 of 2 different ways. And I think that gets back to that more traditional role-playing sort of feeling, which is less about do I want to be good or bad, and more about how do I want to express myself. What do you guys think of this? Me personally, I think it sounds pretty damn cool. I'm very into getting right into the nitty-gritty of role-playing, so this is right up my alley. BioWare is taking a bit of inspiration from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt in regards to their side missions. The producer of Mass Effect Andromeda has stated that they learned a lot from Inquisition, and that they're looking to make side missions more meaty, so to speak. We are approaching the completionist aspect very differently, because we've done and learned a lot from Inquisition, but we've also observed what other games have been doing, like The Witcher, and it was very important to us that the quantity of scope doesn't downgrade the quality of whatever you're doing there. Which is great news. If any of you have played The Witcher 3, you'll know just how well friggin' done that game is, in a lot of aspects, including the side quests. To hear that the team at BioWare is taking a bit of inspo from that makes me feel very optimistic about heading into the game. And finally, but not least, we have the combat, which has been given a fresh coat of paint for Mass Effect Andromeda. And of course, there are 7 combat profiles available in Andromeda: Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Sentinel, Vanguard, Infiltrator, and Explorer. and they each have their own unique blend of bonuses and abilities. So everything from being able to use biotic powers to pick up a motherfucker and throw him at another motherfucker, to using your own vehicle, the Nomad, as cover during combat. Combat in Mass Effect Andromeda is definitely going to be a more different experience than it was during the original trilogy. And just a final note, the class system is being changed in Mass Effect Andromeda. You are not going to be restricted to any kind of class system at all, so basically you can have a mix of different skills per category, like combat, biotic, and tech. And Ryder can learn any ability and isn't locked into a single progression tree. This capability is unique to Ryder as the Pathfinder, and other party members fill more traditional roles because of Andromeda's flexible skill system. Which may be good news to some and bad news to others. I figured I would let you guys know that that is also going to be a thing, and that there is a narrative reason for your Ryder's ability to flip between profiles as the game progresses, although we may not learn what the reason is until the launch of the game. And that is everything you need to know about Mass Effect Andromeda. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, or if there's anything in particular that you are excited for. Me personally, I am very excited for meeting all the new characters and character creation, which, by the way, if you want to have a crazy hair color, that is possible. So, yay! Anyway, so yes, let me know down in the comments below what you think, and as always, it is Icefire signing off, and I'll see you introverts all later next time on the channel. If you like this, feel free to leave a like and or subscribe if you are new. Have a lovely day / night wherever you are in the world, and bye!